After that, calculate for VRD maximum for left column 300 by 300 mm square column. So here you can see we have 300 by 300, so means the perimeter of the column is 300 plus 300 plus 300 plus 300, so 1200 you can see here. And then effective depth for the punching shear check, as mentioned previously, the mean effective depth is 7x0, so we use the 7x0 here. And then the concrete grade 30. Okay, so from here we have the maximum is 4942, while you know the NED or the ultimate limit stat load for this 300 mm square column is 1650, so means this okay. So for the 400 mm square column, we need to determine the U is the perimeter of column, so 400 plus 400 plus 400 plus 400, we have 1600. And then from this calculation, VRD max for 400 mm square column is 6589 kilonewton. And then this one also higher as compared to the NED, so ultimate load acting to this column, that's only 2340 kilonewton. So this one also consider okay. Okay, so in this slide you can see in order to design for the reinforcement, we need to determine the bending moment diagram and shear force diagram. Okay, so in order to determine for the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram, we need to have the free body diagram. You can see here at the left side we have the point load at column 300 by 300, so the load is 1650 kilonewton. At the right side for the column 400 by 400, we have 2340 kilonewton acting downward. And also underneath of the foundation we have the upward pressure from the soil 377 kilonewton per square meter. Okay, so when we do analysis for this axis, let's say this is the x-axis, so we need to multiply with the 2.3. 2.3 is the width of the footing. Okay, the width of the footing, so that we have the uniform distributed load x67 kilonewton per meter. By using this loading and also the loading from the column, we can generate the shear force diagram. So you can see here the shear force diagram, the maximum at the support at the left side is 11x0, at the right side is 1420. And then for the bending moment diagram, at this support, the left support, we have 126, at the right support 4x7, and then the maximum bending moment at the middle span is 679. So how to get this value, you need to refer to the structure analysis 1 or 2, how to get this bending moment and shear force diagram. Once we have the bending moment diagram and shear force diagram, the next step to design for the reinforcement bar by using the longitudinal bending that we obtained from the previous slide. So you can see here the AS is MED divided by 0.87 FYKZ. So we have moment 679 and then convert to Newton mm multiplied by 1 million. So Z we have 0.95 D. Okay, so how to decide the 0.95 or the other value, you can refer to the previous topic, so to get the Z value. So from this, the AS required to support for the middle span of footing is 2080 square mm. And then check for the AS minimum. For the concrete grade 30, AS minimum is 0.15%. So 0.15% multiplied by BD. B is the width of the footing, that is 2300, and D is the effective depth of the footing, this is the 790 mm. So that we have AS minimum required for this footing is 2726 mm. But in order to support for the moment only, we need to provide 20x0. So based on this T2 value, we need to select 2726 as our AS required. And then after that, provide 920 mm diameter of rebar with the distance 270 mm center to center, with the area of steel is 2x30 mm square. Okay, so this value is higher as compared to the AS minimum. and then at top and bottom to meet the minimum area requirement. So we provide the reinforcement at the top and bottom of the footing. Okay, after that, provide the transverse bending. So means the transverse bending is the bending moment along the 2.3 meter length. So you can see here MED is 377 is the pressure from the soil multiplied with the distance of 115 is the distance from the center of column to the edge of the footing with the distance of 2.3 meter. So because the center, so 2.3 divided by 2, we have 1.15. Okay, and then 377 multiplied by 1.15 multiplied with the location of the center point 1.15 divided by 2, so that we have 249 kilonewton per kilonewton meter. And then the next step to get the AS by using this value, we have MED divided by 0.87 FYK multiplied by Z. Okay, so now you can see here previously we have the Z is 790 because we already have the rebar with diameter 20. So for the other for the transverse direction, we need to minus the 790 with 20 mm, so that we have the new Z for the transverse direction is 770 mm. So from this we have the S is 783 mm square per meter length. Okay, and then again we need to check for the AS minimum. So you can see here the AS minimum 1155. Again we need to follow the AS minimum, because why? Because the AS required to support for the bending moment is less than AS minimum. So we need to take the AS minimum, that is 1155 square mm per meter length. So that we provide diameter 6 with the distance 150 center to center. So the area with the area 1340 mm square per meter. Okay, so the next step to check for the punching shear. So the punching shear cannot be checked because why? The critical perimeter of 2D from the first of column lies outside of the base area. Here, because the distance from the column to the edges is less than 2D. So the critical section for the shear can be taken as 1D from the first of column. Therefore, with the D 780 mm, we have the design shear VED is 1420. 1420 is the maximum shear force acting at the column. So minus the 377. 377 is the net pressure, the upward pressure from the soil, multiplied by 2.3 is the width of the footing. Okay, multiplied with the D. D is 0.78 meter. Okay, plus 0.2. Okay, equal to 570 kilonewton. 0.2 you can see here is the half of width of the column, because the column width is 400 by 400, so the half is 0.2. Okay, and then after that we need to calculate the VRD. VRDC is the shear resistance of the concrete without shear reinforcement. Okay, can be obtained from table 8.2. First we need to get the average steel ratio. So from the previous calculation we have the area of steel to X30, okay, and then 1340, and also we have the BD here, and then we have the steel ratio is 0.16%, so less than 2%. So from this table 8.2, the VRDC is 0.36 Newton per square mm, and then we can get the VRD is VRDC multiplied by BD. Okay, so you can see here the shear resistance is high as compared to the shear force acting to the column 570 kilonewton. So for the shear reinforcement for the footing is not required. Okay, so you can see here in this table 8.2, because we have the effective depth is higher than 750, so we can take 750, and then the rho is 0.2% only, so we can take the rho as 0.25%, so that we can get the VRDC is 0.36. Thank you.